Good morning to all my friends and family, and welcome to Jim's 5am Club. Just going to go for a walk and talk today. Just take you down by the harbour side, down here at beautiful Circular Quay. They've cut the lawn, it's smelling wonderful. There's a gentle breeze blowing. It's overcast. It's another overcast day. This summer has been a strange summer. There have been far more overcast days than clear blue skied sunny days. But that's how it is. We'll still make the most of it as and when we can. Anyway, let's have a chat about a book summary that I read just the other day. I took some notes, so we'll go through it step by step and see what we can get out of it and where it can lead us. And the book is entitled Your Move by Ramit Sethi. Ramit Sethi wrote a book on your move, should I say. And he comes up with some really, really powerful points, something which will, I'm sure, will resonate with you, as they did with me. But he kicks off with a real powerful statement, something that captured my attention from the very beginning. And he said, and you'll love this. He said that the world wants you to be vanilla. The world wants you to be vanilla. They will always push you to look the same and act the same as everyone else. So there you go. He's thrown down the gauntlet in terms of getting us to think about our lives and what the status quo is, what the baseline is. And the baseline is mediocrity. The baseline is Mr. Average. And the baseline is bland and vanilla. When you can be any which flavour you want, any which flavour you choose, and any combinations of flavour. For example, you may want to be a Neapolitan. I absolutely love Neapolitan. Or a cassata. Cassata is my favourite ice cream. Anyway, something to think about. But the bottom line is our families, our friends, our work peers, and society in general basically want us to be as we always have and not change, because it suits their agenda, it suits their purpose. Because if you change, then it changes their world. But at the end of the day, you're here to create your own future, to enjoy your life, to make the most of your life. And to do that, sometimes you need to change colours, you need to change flavours, you need to add ingredients and spice it up so that you can be the very, very best version that you possibly can. Because as the author says here, if you stand out and succeed, or if you are to stand out and succeed, you basically need to push back. You need to push back and break the status quo. But the problem is, the big challenge is, in order to push back means you need to take a stand, you need to make effort, you need to know where you want to go. And the author makes a very valid point here, and I want you to think about this and think about it deeply. Nobody wants to give up their latte to chase their dreams. Because in order to reach your dreams, in order to chase your dreams, in order to get on with life, you basically need to say yes to some things and no to other things. But people just want to say yes to everything, and by saying yes to everything, you're going to miss out on all the things that you really want and all the things that are important to you. So let's go on and talk a little bit more about what else comes out of this book. That in order to succeed, in order to live a fulfilling life, you basically need to create things that other people want from a business perspective. So if you want to make things, then you need to focus on providing the services or having a job or doing a role or being somebody that everybody else needs. Because it doesn't matter how good you are, it doesn't matter how great the product is that you've created, if it doesn't serve a purpose, if nobody really wants it or needs it, then you might as well not have even created it or provided it, is the bottom line. So you need to focus your efforts on delivering things and to being where the fish are. And the fish are the people who value you. No use hanging out, no use surrounding yourself, no use chasing people who don't value you. You know, as we say, you know, you've got a chance to fish, you've got a chance to spend some time. You know, park your boat there where all the fish are, you know, and don't waste your time fishing where there's no interest, where there's no value, where there's no respect, where there's no love. You know, we can go on forever and a day talking about this, but it's important to learn to spend your time and to indulge with people and social circles and company that add value to your life, or that you can add value to them. You know, if you're just hanging out with somebody just to pass your time, just to have sex, or just to you know, get through the day, then that's not all that sustainable, and you're going to feel empty and bored very, very quickly. So the next point that the author makes, after making that avalanche of challenges to start off his book, he says that we have to overcome the fear of selling stuff and to focus, as we said before, on the right people. You know, don't use the scattergun approach and try and be all things to all people. You need to identify the people who are going to help you reach your goals, help you achieve your sales targets and be your best customers, and continue to sell to them. And once you've satisfied their needs and their requirements, then and only then you can move off and try and grow your patch, so to speak, and to make more money and be of service to more people. But you've first got to serve your family. You've got to first serve your children, your partner, your parents where you can. And once you've been able to be of significant value to their lives, then you can take those skills and start sharing them with other people around you. But be mindful that you need to share them with people who appreciate it and see value in it. I can't be more specific than that. So don't waste your time trying to be all things to all people, or being Mr. or Miss Popular, where people don't see you as adding value. And just along that point there, the author makes another valid point, that by sticking with the people who appreciate what you do, then you're going to attract more of those people. Because the author says here, if you focus on the misers, and this is from a sales perspective, but it also holds true from a social perspective. If you focus on the misers, you will only attract more misers. Think about it. You know, if you're focusing on people who are miserable, then you're just going to be attracting miserable people into your life, and that's not where you want to be. So the author once again gives us another call to action, to focus only on people who want to take action, who want to grow and develop, who want to receive your message and be partners in your growth and development, as you want to be partners in their growth and development. Because at the end of the day, you need to nail the right audience. Because once you nail the right audience, once you nail the right people, then the price that they have to pay is insignificant. Because once they start seeing value in who you are and what you do, they're going to be loyal customers, they're going to be loyal friends, they're going to give you likes on your social media posts and actually mean it, and you're going to have friends for life. But in order to get there, the author then goes on to his third point, that you need to have a growth mindset, and you need to brace yourself And he gives us 5 points that we need to brace ourselves for and be ready for. We need to be ready for roughness and not to be a perfectionist. You know, it's more important to be effective with what you do than to be efficient. So, you know, give up all the bullshit of perfectionism and be real, be raw, and be around people who appreciate and accept and absolutely love your rawness and your nudity, so to speak, without all the facade and all the accessories. And you need to be effective. So the author talks about here it's important to be profitable, because profitability from a sales perspective is more important than popularity. It's no use having thousands of social media friends and being Mr. or Mr. Popularity unless you're making an impact, unless you're making a significant impact on their lives or they're having on your life, then at the end of the day, being popular is not the key. So less friends means more, as long as those fewer friends are people who, as we said before, love, respect, and contribute to your life as you do to their lives. The author also says the importance of focus. It's better to be world class at few things than a generalist at many things. So try and be world class. Try and be the very best you can be at the things that you really enjoy doing. The next thing that the author talks about is the importance of being a team builder, being a team person, and being able to contribute and build teams around you, to be the magic glue that holds people together. Because the only way we can grow is through people, and through like-minded or people, not necessarily like-minded, should we add, but people who have got similar sort of values, that are pushing towards the same sort of goals and have the same sort of levels of excellence and standards that you hold dear to yourself. Because if you're not hanging out with people with similar sort of values, then you're going to be discounting yourself, you're going to be discounting your skills, and you're going to end up with more trouble than what you started with. And most importantly of all, the author finishes off by talking about the importance of being flexible. Because what got you here won't get you there, is what the author's talking about. So you need to be able to be flexible in your approach, and you need to be able to bend and stretch and enjoy the roller coaster ride, and to know that in order to get to your goals, in order to achieve your dreams, you need to go round, over, under, through all of the barriers that are going to be thrown in front of you. And there are going to be many, many barriers thrown to you, because as we said before, our families, our friends, society in general, our work peers want us to be plain vanilla. They want us to be the plain Jane version. They don't want us to be the Neapolitan. They don't want us to be the Cassata. And they'll push back and they'll resist as hard as they can whenever you try and change, whenever you try and grow, whenever you try and develop. They won't like the things that you like. They won't like the friends that you have. And it's just going to be a struggle, but you need to persevere. And the bottom line, and the last point in the book, is that you basically need to become comfortable with being uncomfortable. Anyway, let's finish up there from Jim's 5 a.m. Club. To my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, stay real, stay raw. I'll finish off with my positive affirmation. I'm alive, I'm well, and I feel absolutely great. And let's take some great points from this book and become Neapolitan, become Cassata, become anything but plain, because the world wants you to be the very, very best version of you, and your parents, your mother and father, want you to be the biggest, brightest and best version of who you can be. You owe it to yourself. It's your birthright. And you want people to be looking back over their lives and proud for you to be their ancestor and proud to be related and connected to you. So let's finish up today, and we'll chat again from a different location with a different message from Jim's 5 a.m. Club, and we'll tatapumik sana sa Sagapao, Pilaki from Jim's 5 a.m. Club, and we'll talk again. Bye for now.